Hello everybody and welcome back to a very different kind of video. I'm probably going to put this on the second channel, I'm not exactly sure yet, but I just wanted to get in here and talk because I have, probably for the first time since I started making Minecraft content, I have kind of hit a bit of a roadblock. And it's not Minecraft related necessarily, it's really just a bunch of real life stuff, and I thought I would just get into it now. I was going to do maybe a live stream, but I don't know, maybe this format might be a little bit better to just do a little bit of an old school Let's Play video sort of thing where I can do some building and do some talking at the same time. By the way, if you're wondering what I'm working on, I'm about midway through the 1500 days hardcore thing, and I've been working on the Arc Tower, the Arcane Reception Coil. So I'm not really going to be talking about the build. This is just an IRL update, and I thought, why not do it now while I'm building and discuss some things. So while I'm grinding some sea lanterns, well, or a ton of sea lanterns, let's discuss what has been going on. So we have been having some home renovation just disaster here in the home front. One of the things that we wanted to do when we bought the house about 5 years ago is eventually get to the floors and work on the renovating the kitchen. Then, you know, we saved up money for about 5 years and everything seemed good. So we were ready to go. We hired a flooring company, which I really trusted. They had really great reviews. Everything seemed up and up. We decided we wanted to go with either vinyl or laminate. Now, the reason being, we didn't want to do hardwood because we have a dog and we have a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old who would be really rough on that. So vinyl and laminate are a lot sturdier, they're a lot cheaper, everything just seemed right about it. So the flooring company had a professional installer come out to the house and just look over the floors because our house is some 25-ish years old, and we wanted to make sure that we were getting the right thing. Well, the floor expert, the installer, went back to the salesman, back to the company, and gave his report, and then we went back out to pick our floors. We kept going back and forth between vinyl and laminate. Couldn't decide which one we wanted. And basically, the cost was roughly the same, and we just liked the look of this one particular laminate better. And the salesman said, well, you know, all things considered, I would go ahead and go with the laminate. I like it better. We've installed a lot. It might require a little extra leveling on the floors, but all in all, shouldn't be a big deal. So, cool. So we ordered the laminate that we really wanted, and it would be in about 2 weeks, which was our time frame and all that. So everything was good until the flooring installer guy who works for the company as a subcontractor actually came out. He started ripping our floors, and he looks, he's like, I can't believe they sold you laminate because that's never going to work here. And I thought, oh, yeah, they said there might be a little extra work in leveling. It's like, no, this is way more than that. This is like, we would have to tear out the entire subfloor and level the beams of the house to get it to even lay so it doesn't bubble up. It's a little technical for my understanding. I'm not an architect, but I sort of grasped the concept that basically laminate has no give and vinyl does, and we should have gotten vinyl given that our house had some age and wasn't built exactly level floors. Yeah, so we went back and we talked to the salesman and said, hey, you know, he says this is not going to work. And he says, he told you don't sell less laminate. He's like, oh, he never told me that. And I said, well, he said he did. So there's some sort of communication error going on there. Well, yeah, you can see where this is going. So we had to return the laminate and order vinyl, and we had to pay a 25% restocking fee, which is an extraordinary fee. It's like $3,000, which was basically all of our sort of overhead, you know, all of our sort of emergency funds that we had just in case this project went over. And that's just to return it, let alone buy the vinyl that, you know, whatever we wanted, which turned out that was going to be a little bit more expensive too. So that's like even additional cost. And that's just to sort of make up for a mistake that I honestly don't feel was my mistake. Well, we talked about it, and I just decided I want nothing to do with this company anymore. I'll pay them what we owe them for ripping out the floors, and I'll pay the restocking fee because we have to. Other than that, though, I don't want to give them a single cent. So we left. We left that company. We got our refund for what we had paid them, and we're out. Now, we found a subcontractor, or a contractor here, who I really like and trust, who said he can lay the floors in about a couple weeks, which is at this point probably a week from the time I'm recording this. So we've been living on just subfloors now because our old floors have been ripped out. So we're just walking on plywood, which is just full of splinters, and, you know, it's not ideal, especially with, again, kids and a dog. Not ideal. But whatever, we can get through it. The problem is our vinyl floors that we ordered from a different place are delayed and finally just came in the other day. So I thought, okay, well, we have to pay a $350 fee to have it delivered. And I thought that's a little crazy, but okay, if that's what it costs, then we can do that. However, we needed to have it in because at any point our contractor could be free. Like if it rains and he can't work on his other project, he could come out and work on our house. And I thought, well, I want to have the stuff here in case he does. So I thought, let's cancel the delivery and I'll just go get it in the car. So it was going to take about 5 trips back and forth from the store. It's only 5 or 6 miles away from our house. Not a big deal. It became a big deal because as I was coming back to the house one time, coming up to a red light, it was green and I was going probably only 40 mile an hour under the speed limit, like quite slow. The car in front of me, the light turned yellow and the car in front of me smashed on the brakes, like jammed on the brakes all the way at a yellow light, which could have easily gone through. I was going to go through and I was after him, jammed on the brakes to stop. And I also had to jam on the brakes, which I didn't hit him, thank goodness, but a box from the top went flying forward and completely smashed into, not my car, because I was driving my wife's car, in her SUV, into the center console and completely obliterated like the display screen mapping radio thing. It's like the biggest piece left was about a quarter size or so. So that's fun. So we saved the, whatever, $300 and change on a delivery fee and have to pay thousands probably to fix the car because of this. So yeah, that's really good. So those are the first 2 things of why I've been very absent from Minecraft here recently. Sorry, I have to keep taking recording breaks here because my allergies are so bad that I can just barely breathe. Like if I sit up straight, my nose starts a-flowing and it is disgusting. And it's just constantly going. I've gone through like a box of tissues. I feel not terrible. It's just my allergies are really obnoxious right now and there's really nothing I can do about it. But so regardless, so that's the beginning of it. But then it gets even more fun. So our dog has been a real pain since we got him. I mean, we've had him for about a year, a little over a year now, I think. And just honestly, it's not getting a lot better. Still going after the kids pretty consistently. Like every time they're in the same room as him, he is going after their feet or ankles or whatever, and not hard. Like he's a puppy, but to my kids, it might as well be hard. Like they don't really understand. Like, oh, he's just playing, so they react, by falling on the ground or screaming or jumping up on the couch. And basically, when you do something like that, the puppy thinks, oh, cool, it's playtime, it's go time, let's go. He doesn't understand. Oh, they're running away from me. He's like, oh, they're playing with me. He doesn't get it. We have gone to puppy classes. We have had a trainer actually in the house, and nothing is getting better. It's pretty bad. He's a cute little puppy, but it's kind of reaching a boiling point. But then it got worse. Yeah. Then it got worse. So we have this yard, and when we decided to get a puppy last year, we fenced in our yard, and we have about a decent chunk of land. I've shown it before on Discord, but and we decided, hey, let's fence it in and that'll be cool. Well, it turns out that the puppy has learned that he can jump over the fence now into the neighbor's yard, which is also fenced in. But once he gets over there, I cannot get him back. Like he just runs and runs and runs. Again, it's like playtime. He's not being necessarily a jerk, although it feels like it a little bit sometimes. He's just running and running and running and running. And they have a dog. It's just, it's a really, it's a bad situation. And so there's that. So that's going on. So now every time the dog's outside, I have to tie him up on a cord, basically. We're going to look into maybe getting an electric fence or something like that. But man, we just put in this big fence. That's like now adding an electric fence to it makes me want to just like smash my face into the wall because that's like another additional cost of what we're doing here. So everything is making me a little bit crazy right now with this whole dog fiasco and all that kind of stuff. But additionally, every time we put the dog outside, he barks like a complete lunatic unless I'm standing there with him. So that means I can't ever just put him out and go do other things. I have to stand there every time. It's like we don't have a yard. And that is, that hurts my head just a little bit to even say out loud. While I continue to grind, I don't even know. I don't have that much to say here on my mind, but one thing that I've been thinking about a lot is how I could possibly get out more content on my channel because, like I say, I'm not uninspired. I'm not burned out or anything like that. I know I'm going to get some comments saying like, hey, take a break, don't get burned out. I'm not at all. I'm super inspired to be creative and all that kind of stuff, even though there are aspects of, IRL that are kind of getting me down these days, but I still really, really enjoy the just artistic, creative side of this game, building and storytelling and sort of the way that I do things these days. So one thing I've been thinking about a lot is how much I really miss the old school Let's Play sort of video. And I can tell you another thing I'm probably going to hear is, yeah, go ahead and do it. We'll watch it because I love you guys. I love you folks. You guys are the ones who are coming over here to the second channel to watch this rambly update video. But unfortunately, it's very sad to me to admit, but I think that it's done. I think the old school Let's Play sort of thing is done. And the beautiful thing about the old school Let's Play is how quickly you could get them out, because it's basically like I'm doing right now. It's just recording and talking, and that doesn't take that long. But unfortunately, it's not a thing that's happening anymore. There's just too much crazy, insane amounts of really good quality Minecraft content these days. You can't just put out a rambly video like this anymore. You really need to put a really tight, highly edited, lots of progress in a single video sort of thing. And I like those too as a viewer, to be honest, but it bums me out how I used to be able to do back the old way I used to do things. I used to be able to do video daily. I did the daily Minecraft videos for a long time on this channel. And well, you could say maybe that's why my channel didn't grow for a very long time. That could have something to do with it, but I miss it though. I miss being able to just sort of shoot the breeze and just talk and all that kind of stuff, but it's just not possible anymore. And that really makes me sad. So I guess my sort of question is, do y'all miss it? Do y'all miss it as much as I do? Do you miss the very traditional Minecrafty Let's Play video as much as I do? Or is it something that you're glad is basically dead or dying, if not dead? I mean, there are still some people who do that content, and God bless them. It's tough to get any sort of traction on YouTube for the clicks. And I always say it's not why I do it at all, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't notice it. Of course I notice it. We're all trying to grow channel and make a living and pay the bills and all that kind of stuff. In addition to do really creative, cool stuff. Hey, I want that. Every sea lantern is very precious to me at this point. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. I would. Who? What? Man, why? This is why I don't record my voice live anymore. What? Dude. Anyway, like I was saying, let me know down in the comments. I'd really like to have a dialogue. I actually thought about doing this in a community post and decided maybe a video form would be better, even if it is on the second channel and has a little bit less reach, well, a lot less reach than stuff on the main channel. So let me know. I'd love to have sort of a comment section conversation about it. And yeah. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I got. Oh, I need that. Okay. That's pretty much all I got today. I'm going to continue working on this. I'm hoping 1500 days will be out. I don't know. Let's see what day I'm on right now. What is it? Day 1473, right? So I don't know. Hopefully 1500 days will be out in the nearish future, like maybe 4 or 5 days. I hope. It usually takes me about 3 days to edit videos. So do your own math on that, and I'm gonna put this one out as soon as I get it done. All right, that's all I got. That's all I got today. I will talk to you all in the comment section. Thanks so much for hanging out with me here on this very rambly, strange video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.